Today we're talking about hair loss. Before I talk to you about this topic, the first thing I want you to do is to stop worrying. And the reason why I say that is because hair loss can be a very stressful period of your life. Many things can cause it, but there are solutions out there, and that's what I'm going to discuss with you today. Before discussing the solutions, what I want to identify is the different types of hair loss that you have. So the most common one that people suffer with is what we call androgenetic alopecia, in simplified terms, male pattern baldness or female pattern baldness. And the reason why this happens is because of a chemical in our bodies called DHT, and what this does is it attacks our hair follicles. Over time, these hair follicles begin to thin, and what ends up happening is, once these hair follicles become weak, they thin out and then they fall out. To give you an example of this, if you look at my hairline, which is now up here, it used to be down to here. Now, I've got male pattern baldness within my family. This doesn't necessarily mean that it only affects males. This also affects females, which comes on to the next question that most people ask. Is it hereditary? Can it skip generations? What are the real truths about this? And the fact is that male pattern baldness, as a hereditary state, like your hair color, like your eye color, can skip generations. So for example, if your father has it, or your grandfather has it, or an uncle has it, it can skip generations and you can have it too. Remember something, it's not a disease, it's a genetic characteristic like I've mentioned to you, like eye color, like hair color, like skin color. And some of the other reasons why hair loss or androgenetic alopecia can affect females is, again, genetic. It can also be hereditary. It can also be exacerbated, especially after pregnancy and postmenopause. Then we come on to the next type of hair loss that you have, which is what we call traction alopecia, which is a very easy one to understand. If you pull your hair up all the time, or you hold it in particular positions, or you use products like relaxers, or you use hot steam irons, this can also damage your hair follicles and your hair can fall out. And the final one that you have is stress related. I've had it, and it's alopecia areata, or there's other different types of alopecia, where you have patches around your hair which basically fall out, and they're generally stress related or hormone related, but eventually they come back. The first thing I'm going to say to you, if you want to rectify this, is to stop worrying, because worrying raises your cortisol levels, which also doesn't help with hair loss. Click the link below or click the number below, and what we'll do is we'll get you booked in and we'll discuss your hair loss problem and how to rectify this with pharmaceutical grade medications in order to bring your hair back.